Hello, my name is Lauren Hazel. I'm a digital marketer and I'm doing this very quick website review of hungryroot. And let's get started here. So this is hungryroot. This is a relatively new startup, haven't been around too long. And let's see what we got here. So it looks like they have their own products that are their own branding, which is cool. And what they are is they're a meal delivery service, so healthy meal delivery service. Even though except when you read this, you know what? It's kind of hard to read. It's just because of the website design. But it says healthy indulgence delivered to your doorstep. Okay. So if you get started here, I'm assuming that we're going to go to the pick plans. So let's scroll down a little bit. Uh, Balance and convenience, simply unexpected, craveable. You see, you know what it is? There's so much space dedicated to this section that we don't get this information maybe up here a bit, so it could be a little bit more clear. So there's a lot of like space that could be used to kind of explain a little bit more. Because when people land on the website, they're hitting this, so it's not much kind of explaining what this is about, and what they can get out of this unless they start clicking around, which most people won't particularly do. They'll land on the website in like 1.5 seconds and they're gone. So um, maybe some of this can be brought up here in a way that can kind of explain what's going on here. Kind of like when you look at other companies like HelloFresh, they do in the first part of the website do show about more about what they're about. So let's scroll down. Okay, we see some of the foods, and then yeah, like this part here. Um, a piece of this could have been up here a little bit just to explain, like you can have this here, but you can also have like a little, maybe right here would possibly fit. This would be very helpful. That way, when you're probably getting a bunch of website traffic and they're probably just bouncing off, um, most likely. And of course, here's the plans, 1, 2 plan starter and good life. Okay. Um, where is it? What am I looking for? Common questions, great. This is what I was wondering about, like bright, tasty food ready in less than 10 minutes. Like this is a really attractive selling point, but yet it's all the way at the bottom of the page. And most people are not going to go all the way to the bottom of the page. So you could take something like this and use it like up here and put the review up here. Be like, hey, bright, tasty food ready in less than 10 minutes. Like, that's great. A lot of people want quick food. They want healthy food, but they don't want to spend the time cooking the healthy food. So, had you taken this particular testimonial from the New York Times, of all places, and put it up here, you probably would have gotten people a lot more interested in clicking out and finding more about your plans, and then moving something like this up here just for um, copy purposes, in which people landing on a website, they know what they're getting. It's You have food there. Is the food good? Because healthy food sometimes doesn't always taste good. And hey, New York Times review says, hey, this food is great and and it takes less than 10 minutes. Great. So great tasting food, less than 10 minutes. People like their time, and something that explains how this thing kind of works without asking for the commitment of someone clicking a button and going through the rest of your website. So I think if those couple of changes are made, it will probably make a great difference in the amount of people who are actually landing on the site and then bouncing off because they're not scrolling down and to see what's going on here, but they get just enough of what they need to actually continue the journey in your customer funnel. So that's just something I just wanted to point out here. If you um, have any more questions, because I do have a couple ideas that possibly could work with this, let me know at lauren@storybranchstrategist.com.